Hey folks, I'm Brian with Risner Cutlery, and today we wanted to catch up on all the new knives we've gotten in the past week or so. We've got Rosecraft, Jack Wolf, Esnix, and Finch in front of us, so let's get into it. Up first, we've got the brand new Cane Creek Jack from Rosecraft Blades. This is another great hit from Rosecraft and has been a popular seller this past week. You've got a layered G10 handle with a really smooth, classic looking design, and as usual, you get a D2 steel blade with a satin finish. These are really well put together and one of the best values you'll find in the traditional slip joint market right now. Rosecraft has really taken off in the traditional knife world, and this is a great way to get into slip joints if you're curious about them, or just to expand your collection without breaking the bank. This next one is also Rosecraft, and it's the second release of their Little Riverbend Skinner pattern. This is the smaller version of the full-sized Riverbend Skinner. The first run of these had a smooth white bone handle, and this second run features black micarta. Just like the Cane Creek Jack, this is a really well-made, affordable slip joint that looks and feels like it costs a lot more than it does. The upswept Skinner blade has a great cutting edge on it, and it's big enough to handle most tasks without much trouble. If you're looking to try out some quality slip joints, then you should really take a look at Rosecraft blades. Up next, we have the new Midnight Jack from Jack Wolf Knives. There are 5 different handle materials for this run, this one being the Fat Carbon White Storm variant. These all feature hollow ground S90V blades, an integral bead blasted titanium bolster and liner, as well as titanium Torx hardware. Jack Wolf knives are going to cost you a fair bit more than a Rosecraft, but you can see that premium price reflected in the materials used, such as top blade steels, titanium, and the fluted bolsters. Let's take a look at the rest of the Midnight Jacks. This is the chaotic resin handle with a really cool looking mix of bright and dark colors. Each of these is unique, and it's a great example of the more exotic materials you'll find on Jack Wolf knives. Jigga Titanium has become very popular in the knife world and makes regular appearances with Jack Wolf releases. This is the Jigga Titanium Reverse Tux with its dark blasted titanium and DLC coat on the blade, screws, and backspacer. The handle isn't separate on this one. The bolster, liner, and handle are all one integral piece of titanium. It's a great combination of material and color for a more toned down, conservative look on the knife. I couldn't fit everything on the table, but I've got 2 more Midnight Jacks to show you. This is the Twill carbon fiber handle, and it's got a nicely done carbon weave pattern. Some people are into carbon fiber, some aren't, but if you're on the fence about this, it might be a good one to check out. This is Fat Carbon Dark Matter Copper. This is one of my favorites. Each handle is unique and it's very eye-catching. Unlike some other copper carbon fiber handles I've seen on other knives, these are smooth to the touch. So if you like carbon fiber, then you don't want to miss this Midnight Jack release. Now we've got some new releases from Esnix. This is the Workhorse. It's a front flipper sodbuster style knife with an M390 blade, black canvas micarta handle, titanium pocket clip, and it comes with either a titanium or Mokutai shield. Other than the shield, these knives are the exact same, so it really comes down to your thoughts on Mokutai. Each one of the Mokutai shields is different. Some are sort of purple, others more blue, and a couple of them have streaks of both. A nice detail on these Workhorse knives is the titanium clip having 2 screws, so you won't have to worry about your clip coming loose and wiggling around. The M390 blade is satin finished, and the front flipper is nice and smooth when you flick it open. If you like higher end sodbuster type knives, then you might be looking for a Workhorse. Okay, we're almost done, but we can't leave before we talk about Finch and their new Flint release. This is the second release of the Flint, and we've got 3 all new handle materials this time around. And this one in my hand is called Kieranite True Blood. Kieranite is a name brand maker of acrylic, and you can see they do a pretty good job at it. True Blood has been the most popular of this new release, and we've only got a handful of these left if you're trying to grab one. This next one is called Kieranite Lava Flow, and for obvious reasons. Those dark red streaks stand out really well against the gray and black. These Kieranite handles are all a bit different. Some have a bit more or less red to them, but this is a pretty typical example. Like most of Finch's patterns, these are made with 154 cm blade steel and have a titanium pocket clip. And finally, we have the flint with the copper tone handle. This looks similar to the Midnight Jack's copper handle, but the flint has a bit of texture to it and a thicker, more pronounced streak of copper in the handle. Like all Finch knives, these open with a sturdy flipper tab on the back, and the action is smooth each time. Finch knives are made by QSP, so you know you're getting a quality manufacturer and a well-built knife when you buy one. Well, that's what's new here at Risner Cutlery. You can see all these knives plus many more on our website, and if you like this video, feel free to subscribe for more knife content in the future. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.